What is going on, everybody? It's Brian from Brian Loves Bonsai, and today we are going to be going over another Transformation Tuesday. Oops, I know it's Wednesday. I'm a day late, but that's okay. Today we are taking a look at Tigerbark Ficus number 3. Just starting to number them to give myself the capacity to keep track of some of these trees, but this is the tree on its very initial repot. You can see that the tree was sitting in some natural potting soil that has a good 5 or 6 inches of root base. And so my first step when repotting the tree is to kind of explore what my options are for the root area and get it down to the smallest pot that I possibly am able to on the first try. That way I know what my greatest limitation is in regards to the root space. And with this tree, I was able to whittle the roots down very significantly. So you're going to see the pot that I was able to get this tree into on the first try is very shallow. It's this nice hexagonal shallow pot, which was very pleasing to me because it means that I was going to have a lot of freedom in regards to which pot I'm able to place this tree in the future. You can see in the canopy there's not a lot going on right now at this point. It is very bushy. A lot of the growth off of the main branches is very fresh and new, and it's kind of just going off in every direction. I didn't do any major wiring or styling at this time because I did do such a significant repot. And so at this point in the tree's lifetime, it has been branch selected one time, wired and styled one time, and has had one significant repot. Here's the tree in 360 degrees. And at this point, it's just time to let the sucker grow. In a few seconds, you're going to see the updated tree in 360 degrees again. And at this point, the tree was up potted into a slightly larger plastic bonsai training pot. I actually ended up doing this because the hexagonal pot that the tree was in previously broke after the tree was knocked off during a big storm a few years ago. But luckily, it was necessary to kind of give this tree a little bit more room to grow, although I do like to work the roots down to basically the smallest pot that I can get it into. I do then oftentimes take the tree and up pot it a little bit to encourage more root growth, which will in turn encourage greater canopy growth as well. And as you can see, there is a lot of ramification starting to form in the tree in its current state. There's a lot more development. The tree is completely unwired and the canopy still has some shape and form. You can see that the aerial roots are starting to thicken up. And with this tree in the plastic bonsai training pot, it really has room to grow in all directions, both below the soil line and above the soil line. So finally, we are going to take a look at the tree in 360 degrees in its most updated form, which was today. As you can see, I have re-entered it into a shallow bonsai pot. It's about half as shallow as the plastic training pot that it was in previously. The roots are growing really healthily, overflowing over the entire pot, and ramification has continued to develop. Again, the tree is completely unwired, but it's still able to hold its form in its entirety, which is something that I am definitely excited to see. Putting in all that work into wiring the tree over and over again so the branches are oriented in the right direction gives you these results later on. So it's definitely encouraging to see that progress and see the tree in its most updated form. I hope you enjoyed looking at this tree and the progress that I've made on it so far. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave me feedback in the comments. Have a wonderful rest of your night.